Hey Denise, it's about 10:30. This is the third time I've tried to shoot this video, and I really should have shot something halfway between. But anyway, I don't know, there was not enough space or something. I had to delete all the videos on my camera. I was afraid it would be a partial. Anyway, let's get to it. So down here, this is going to Goodwill. They're still brand new, just stuff that she never got around to doing and outgrew. Her blanket from Dr. Gabriel I need to take in. It's got a couple of little tears in it. The chair that my great-grandmother made my grandmother made my brother when he was a baby. Lily had it when she was a baby. We still have it in here for when she cuddles up and watches TV. In the corner on a sturdy filing cabinet. Okay, I made a list while I was going through this room of things that I kind of needed to get to or do. One of them is to redo this filing cabinet. Of course, it's metal. I could do some like little magnet stick-ons, whatnot. I've seen a lot of that done in some craft rooms, but I just wanted to make it look a little better. Take those stickers off, maybe use some colored duct tape or whatever. Spray paint, something. Here's her two little chairs. Here's her little mailbox. This was for Valentine's Day a couple of years ago, and she keeps her little trinkets in there. So when I want to clean off my craft table, I throw all her stuff in there, and then she's responsible for putting it away. The only other thing I think that made it to my list of things to do is put batteries in her camera. Seriously. So if that tells you anything, my craft room's pretty well done, right? So here's all her stuff. You know, her art supplies, her books, big pads of paper, stuff like that, that's in here. She does have some more stuff, of course, in her room. This is my little pile I've still got to put away, which you'll always have one, you know. This storage bin I left over here. It's kind of the only one I really get into a lot is the tools. And I have another heat gun. I don't really use this tray. I refill night lights. All of her night lights are upstairs, and Lily never sleeps up here anyway. Crocodile, a couple of crimpers, brares, things like that. More stuff that I, need. And if I was to use some of that and knew I was going to use it in a project, I could come over here and get it beforehand. And I kind of thought, oh, I want to sit on this side of the table to have my pretty window view. But we all know that that's not going to happen. Sorry for all the glare and the light, but I wanted better light in here. That was one of the things I told you earlier. This one is kind of a catch-all right now. It's got like tissue paper, some fabric, of course from Easter. I want to do some tissue paper stamping. This was really cool. I got this out in the little town that Danny's mom lives in, Wimberley. And it's like garland pearls. So, this is the net from tomatoes. Just catch-all, I guess. And all the software that, we don't even use anymore. And then underneath, I got some stuff, but I'll talk about that on the other side. So this is basically Lily's corner, and I have a chair over here, of course, so she can craft with me. My coffee, I didn't drink all of it. Yay. I didn't need it, actually. I told you, I don't really sleep when they're not here anyway. I hear noises and whatnot, so I don't sleep well. So I might as well have done this tonight, and then I feel like good about it, too, so I have one trash can on the end. It will find its place where it needs to be as soon as Lily gets here and starts throwing stuff on the floor. And I'll say, there's your trash can. Put it where you need it. I love this thing. Her scissors, my scissors, a little trash can, and a place for a drink. Her drinks always have a cap on them up here. But she just had 3, I think, that she moved downstairs the other day. We kind of argue over this thing. So I like mine to go in there. But I normally have a cap on my stuff, too, especially up here. But she likes it too. She thinks it's a big girl thing. Chair on the other side. Here's my little list that I only put a couple things on. I'll show you what I kind of printed off at work today. These are to make some more of those foam stamps. So I was working on some owls. And somehow looking at owls, I found this. I really like this one. This cool elephant. And then, of course, I don't know how that was under owls. And then I looked up some dress forms. I really like these tags. And it's just on paper. I'll cut one of them into a stamp, but these can also be dressed up, even though it's just regular, copy paper. A vintage sewing machine, some more dress forms. And then here are my little architectural designs and lists. This is how it all started today. This is my brain on paper. or crack, because you know me, you know. So here's the entrance, and then here's what I imagined my room to be like in my head. This is probably the only thing that really happened. The table came out this way. There's some stuff over here, better lighting, and then the little cubby is completely different. Then there's lots of little lists on here. Things to buy, ideas I had from watching YouTube today. Things like, you know, randomness and things I wanted to do in here organizational-wise, and I'll show you some of those. Here's my journal and all professional photos. I haven't quite found a place to put those yet. Let's talk just about this part. I left her treasure box out. My markers she always wants to use, but I finally gave up and I took them off the top of my desk and moved them down here. A couple of pictures left out. I don't have as much. You would think I have, you know, a lot of shelves in storage, but they're pretty full of stuff. So I don't have as much room for pictures, and I don't, you know, want all the wall space covered. So I just have to limit. So I put a couple out there. This one is her corkboard. However, I think what I should do is really let her do it. So, you know, of course, you could tell I've done this one for her. This was something she painted when she was younger. You know, her Mickey Mouse she likes that she got from school, that a babysitter made her. She made door and boots, a fan she liked. You know, the rest of it's, of course, me. And she loves those hearts since she was little. But I think I need to let her have that space. Of course, my peacocks you've seen before. I need to get these framed so it'll look really pretty. This is stuff I need to show you in a different video, the stuff we worked on this weekend. So this is what I did. I moved everything out of this corner over here, well, almost everything, and replaced it with more stuff. So anyway, our workspace is kind of like in a big L now, and it has lots more room. I need to still put this, I use this a lot, but I need to get it out of the middle of the floor. So these are mounted on the wall. So I didn't move the desk over. I'm okay with the desk being there. I can work between the two desks, but I need all the stuff that I grab at all the time right in the middle of the two. So no matter which one I'm working at, or if I go over here to hot glue something, I can still reach over here and grab, you know, an embellishment and whatnot. So I also reorganized some of these so that they were practical. You know, these ones I use a lot, and they're down towards the ground more, and I don't really like that. But as I work with it, the stuff I use more will come up to the top. You know how that works. So since this one was mounted on the wall and the desk was, you know, right flush under it before, my books fit perfectly. Pushed them all the way to the back, so it's not really supporting it, but I didn't want a big old gap there, not, you know, using any space either. I do have a gap in here, trash can, whatever. Move my desk down, doesn't matter, really. I'm not going to go through all my drawers right now, but everything I need is right there. I moved all my Cricut stuff out of there, and then I put it all back in there, and I had this all different. I had the desk pulled out a couple feet, and I had all these in two towers right back here, and I just didn't like it. And moving it back, I probably, you know, saved this much of my room. I didn't want it to be so narrow walking in, so I pushed it all back and rearranged that. So this was actually 2 or 3 tries of, you know, moving stuff around. But anyway, I really like this. And I ran the extension cord. Remember I said, oh, my power, I'm going to base this off, you know, where the power comes from. Well, there's one right here, one over there for the TV. So, of course, I'm not going to overload that one. Doesn't look real safe right now, huh? It's coming up from behind, extension cord, to my light. I'll fix it up. No need to worry. I think I need to put a power strip right here and then just... Anyway, we'll see. So, my desk is pretty much still my desk. I did clean a lot of stuff off of it as I was putting away, you know, other stuff. I put away what I needed to here. And I'll get to that. This is where my cat decided to live for right now. I really like it up there, especially next to the little oriental fans. And I don't think I really moved a whole bunch around. This I don't use a whole lot. I like the stuff I use a whole lot down at my level. This I do, and it will have to find its way that way. Of course, here's the silence setter. I need to bring that actually to work tomorrow. Some little post-its, a little box. I still need to put away my little book. I don't like to put things away really fast because I will forget where I put them, unfortunately. This has not found a home yet either. So my glue gun and all my tools and plugs, you can see, not very safe looking either, still over here. I left this stuff. I'm not going to move it. I'm not going to make more holes in the walls. I can still look over and see what's hanging there. And I really do want to work in this L. You know, I want to get one of the plastic floor liners so that I can get a good chair and roll around, you know. And I'll get Lily one eventually too. I don't have that good a back anymore. I am getting older. So I want to be able to see all my stuff and use it functionally and whatnot. So I decided my Cricut and my Cuddlebug needed to come up off the floor. I did move my paper over there. Then I moved my paper back because you don't really grab for a piece of paper. You know, you pick your paper out first. I do anyway. So, and all of these are really well organized, so I could always pull one out and set it on the table. If I'm working on Christmas, I know which one's Christmas. And they are organized by color, so you know how organized I am. On the other side of this table, Lily has two totes, and they're like toys and flashcards. She doesn't barely use them. This one is like stickers and stamps and her pencils and whatnot, so that's good. These are her markers. I think you've seen this in a video before. You commented on it. My printer that I barely ever use. You know, who does anymore? Cuddlebug stuff. Cuddlebug. This is something I did. I had this box underneath my desk. Down there. And it had all my punches in it. I'm not a big punch user. This is the punch I use the most right there. And then here's all my little ones because they're little and I put them out with the tools. However, this was full of punches that I never used. And I actually found